professional Super League for sandpaper table tennis, which is now live on stream each month from China. So this form of the game is going somewhere, and I'm very pleased to say who's popped back in to see us, Gavin Rumgay.
Yeah, it's great to be back in the box now for the first of our semi-finals. We've seen some fantastic matches so far, and the pick for me was Chris Duran managing to overcome Andrew Bagley in that quarter-final.
Amazing.
Absolutely, going for every shot, believing, you know, and used to obviously practicing against Andrew, you know, numerous times.
Yeah, training partners, but Bagley came up against a different opponent to the one that he trained against in Doran, because Doran took the game, I think, to a new level. Do you think that's the best ping pong we've ever seen over a best of three?
I think it was close to. I mean, I've seen once or twice when Maxim Shmirev was at his very best, and he was looking to pivot on, you know, almost every shot.
Yeah,
his footwork was, you know, sublime 4 or 5 years ago, but, you know, really hats off to Chris Duran in that quarter-final.
Yeah. So Wang serving at 3-all, the pen holder in the red shirt. 2 serves each, up to 15, best of 3 games. So the money's racking up as well. Losing semi-finalists here. This is a semi-final. Loser takes $5,000. Winner goes through. Minimum of $10,000 in the final. Winner takes 20,000 US dollars.
4-5.
So, thanks to our sponsors, we get a very tight match here. Wang 5-4 up. Xue-Wang being tamed a little bit here by Wang. Wang playing a very compact game, hitting over the top of the ball, very close to the table, Tony.
Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he? I really like him. I like the way he goes across the ball sideways with his penalty grip on the backhand. Keeps it really, really low. And I think with what Xue, having played against him a few times before, I can imagine, I think we'll see him go wide to the forehand quite a lot, away from that backhand.
7-5.
It's always very difficult to tell, you know, when the Chinese players play against each other, who's going to come out on top. Obviously, they've got a fantastic practice structure over there, the Beijing National Centre. You know, and obviously, as you've seen in the last quarter-final, how the #1 seed, you know, came unstuck there. If you've beaten someone in practice 3 or 4 times, it's amazing then how you have confidence.
Yeah, so Xue has nothing to be scared of now. Maybe the fact that Wang at the other end, so consistent, misses one now, of course, now I've said that, but generally so consistent. He beats Sadilek of the Czech Republic 15-5, 15-6 in the quarterfinals. That's pretty comprehensive destruction points-wise. So a contained game, but a very consistent one. So Xue has got to play with his rangy power and the long strokes and top spins, but he can't afford to be making any unforced errors at all.
9-8.
Beautiful scene at the Alexandra Palace. It's been packed all day.
Wang 9-all.
Last 16 played this afternoon, and the quarter-final, semi-final and final being played tonight. Bit of a towel down, nothing in it at all.
And it is quite hot and sweaty here at the Alexandra Palace. You know, from the practice hall, you know, 20 metres to the left of us, all the way through to this main table 1. It is quite hot and stuffy, and it's, you know, that's a test for your concentration out there.
It is indeed. We've been saying that endurance is a major part of this, especially if you're the second semi-finalist, because after this semi-final, the winning player is going to get a long break and be able to recover. After the second semi-final, there's a limited time for them to recover before they've got to go on in the final, and it's not only best of 3, it's best of 5. So, for example, does Doran have the endurance to win the semi and the final?
9-12.
Well, it'll be interesting to find out. It's never been done, I believe, winning from the playing the second semi-final.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's not the reason, the only reason. But it is a physical test for all of these players, especially at this stage of the championships. They've been playing since noon yesterday. They've had to win 2 matches, sometimes 3 if they've lost one in their group, then the last 32, the last 16, the quarterfinals, and now the semi. So it will be taking its toll on the concentration as much as on the body.
It's the different muscle groups that you have to utilise as well in the ping pong. I woke up this morning, 8:30 a.m. Stomach muscles absolutely screaming.
Were they? Yeah, well, you put a lot into it yesterday, and you're what, a point away from being here today in the centre court. So unlucky for Gavin yesterday. Unlucky also for his compatriot Ian Johnston, who did really well. Played and got out of his group. Wonderful.
Well, we've had a great start from Wang in the first game. I would imagine most people would have had Xue as favourite for this match, but Wang's got a terrific start, so consistent.
Well, I did. I thought Xue was going to have enough. Wang's so consistent, isn't he? And you can see what you have to do with some of the big power players is to try and tame them. And when you get them playing slower balls for the consistency, then you know you've got into their heads.
Love 3.
It's one of the toughest shots to play when someone gives that ball to you that's got no pace, and then you're trying to generate a little bit of pace off that. That's when you see the mistakes racking up.
Yeah, so it's not all about just hitting the ball as hard as you can every time.
It's amazing, you can see when the camera's right behind Wang, when he plays that backhand, you can see the ball curling through the air. It's amazing because it goes across it so quickly.
Yeah, so side spin, causing the ball to curve through the air. Banana shot.
Xue 1-5.
And Wang, classic exponent of it, using that. You see they're coming across the ball, pushing the ball wide of Xue Liang's backhand.
1-6.
And he's a frustrated man at the moment. Nothing's going right for him. Top of the net and off the table. Does he have to change his game, or does he just have to get his own game going more consistently?
Wang
In some ways, I think he's just got to get his own game going more consistently rather than change everything. See the attack on that serve.
6-3.
It's really important with the sandpaper rackets to accelerate on every shot. As soon as there's that little bit of doubt and you decelerate on the shot, it's amazing how many times it hits the net and goes off.
Oh, 2 fantastic forehand drives from Xue there. One across to the backhand really wide, one to the forehand. You see that Wang was ready for it, covered it, and the third one went off. He's just asking Xue too many questions.
So good at blocking back the power shot at him, isn't he? He doesn't run back like a lot of players and try and chop it back. He just stays up, faces it, just blocks it back.
Yeah, so I have to say, for everything that we're saying about the backhand block and the backhand drive with the side spin, which is really safe and it's really, really closed to stop the other player attacking, his forehand block, kind of a block plus, block and mini counter, I think is the shot that's put Wang ahead.
Xue 4-10.
Tough for Xue from here because Wang, as we know, is so consistent. He's not going to give him any free points.
4-11.
Well, I think Xue's found his limit now. He's played brilliantly all the way through the championships. He was my pick for this semi-final, but Wang has tied him down. Not a lot that Xue can do about it. Where can he go from here, Gavin? Anywhere?
I suppose now you've just got to attack freely. You've got to, you know, as many players have tried so far, attack to the wide forehand, but it seems difficult with that side spin.
Yeah. Where are the unforced errors from Wang? Wang Shibo, 34 years old. Look at this. There's nothing at all that the young man can do. I think in table tennis, if he could get into the Chinese team, he'd be ranked in the top 100 in the world. And he's taken it as far as he can, and it's the end of the road, I think, for Xue. And there we have it, 15-9, 15-4. Wang Shibo, the 34-year-old, into the final with ease, and he'll play the winner of Chris Duran and Huang, and that match will be on next, and we'll see you after the break.